how's it going? Lee Hayward here with another Ask Lee video Q&A. And today I've got a question from Joe. And Joe is one of the newest members of the Total Fitness Bodybuilding Inner Circle Coaching Club. And Joe writes, he says, "Hello Lee, I've been doing your workouts and I love the way you keep them simple as well as challenging." He says, "I'm 49 years old and I've been working out for most of my adult life, but for some reason I always struggle when doing push-ups. It seems like my shoulders are tight and I can't go down very far. I think I should be able to do more than what I do. Is there any tips you can give me on how to get better at them?" Joe. All right, Joe, thanks for that question. And this is a common issue for sure. So we're going to cover a good shoulder warm-up that you can do prior to, I guess, every workout, not just a chest workout, but you can do this prior to every single body part workout, as well as some graduated push-up exercises that will help to increase your mobility and increase your range of motion when it comes to doing push-ups. Now, the first warm-up exercise I want you to do is just some good old-fashioned arm circles. So, arm circles forwards, backwards, and this basically warms up the entire upper body because you're hitting all major muscle groups, kind of moving them, and active stretching, dynamic stretching for all the upper body muscles, and it's really good for the shoulder joint. Another one is just simply alternating your arms like this. Good for the shoulder joint and just to get blood flow and mobility in those joints. So this is always good to start with before every workout, and you should do this as a staple. Another one that you can do are rotator cuff rotations. And for this one, just keep your arms in a T shape and rotate your arms like so. And this directly works that rotator cuff joint to help increase your shoulder mobility and also to help prevent injury. Now, as you get used to doing it with just the weight of your arms, you can add some resistance in the form of weight plates. And these are 2.5 pound plates. And this makes it a little bit more resistance. You don't want a lot of resistance when you're training your rotator cuff, but a little bit of extra resistance can get more mind-muscle connection and just make it a little bit, more challenging and better, I guess, more effective for warming up the muscles. So 2.5 to 5 pounds is plenty for a warm-up. So those are some warm-up exercises. Do those before each and every workout. Now, as for the push-ups themselves, let's swing on over here. We're going to do some form of assisted push-up. Now, what I have set up here is a bench press machine handle, and I'm going to do my push-ups against them like so. Now, you can do this movement on a weight rack, you could do it on a handrail, on a countertop, anything that's somewhere around waist height and just allows you to do an assisted push-up. And the idea is where you're leaning against something, it cuts your body weight down, so you're only lifting a fraction of the same weight that you would be doing if you were doing your push-ups on the floor. So what I want you to do is practice that and get used to doing a full range of motion on this assisted push-up. So once you can do that comfortably, then we're going to move on to a harder variation on a flat exercise bench. Same idea, cutting your body weight because you're only doing your push-ups on an angle, so it's going to reduce the weight, but it's still a bit more resistance than what we were doing before. So get used to doing a full range of motion, doing your push-ups on the bench. Now again, if you have to start off with partials, that's fine, but gradually work into doing a full range of motion. We can actually bring your chest all the way down. Once you're comfortable with that, we're going to move on to push-ups on the floor, but we're going to do them with a twist. We're going to use hex dumbbells. And the idea with using dumbbells is that they act as push-up handles. Now, if you have push-up handles available, you can certainly use those, but hex dumbbells work just as well. And the idea is you're going to grab the dumbbells, and it's going to be easier on your wrist as well as on your shoulder. Now you notice I have the dumbbell set up on an angle, and there's a reason for that. When you do your push-ups or any pressing exercise on an angle like this, it's easier on the shoulder joint. And this applies for bench press as well. If you're doing all your presses out here, whether it's push-ups, bench presses, there's a lot of strain on that shoulder joint. When you move your arms down, so you angle the dumbbells down, it tucks your elbows in, and this takes some of the strain off that shoulder joint. What happens now is the shoulder has less rotation and more stress on the chest and the triceps, less on the shoulder joint. So this will make it easier to do your push-ups and bench presses, and it'll also, increase the range of motion and the mobility. So that's a little tip. When you're doing your push-ups, push-up handles or dumbbells, and angle them down on the sides, and that should make a big difference. So there you go, Joe. Those are some push-up tips that you can try for yourself. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback to this video, feel free to post them in the comment section below, and I'll chat with you down there. And in the meantime, have yourself a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Over and out.
And if you enjoyed this video, then you'll love my free bodybuilding tips email newsletter. Just head on over to my website at leehayward.com and enter your name and email address in the form, and I'll personally keep you up to date with all my latest training and nutrition tips to help you build muscle and burn body fat. Again, this is totally free of charge. All you have to do is head on over to my website, leehayward.com, for all the details.